being dysfunction. I'm often faced with this question, families that come in and we do family therapy, and they say, so what is dysfunction? And as I would love to give, all this research on the definitions, et cetera, it's simple. Dysfunction is to not function. Now, do not get me wrong. Function is not equal to perfect. We function because we're a system, but we're not necessarily functional. So we could be doing things wrong, but that's the way we work as a family. And while some people come into my office and talk about the way they do things, and they say, but that's not our problem, this is our problem, I am left with little to do. Because I cannot fix something that's not broken. And it's a matter of perspective. And I get some families, for instance, there was a couple that came in, and they were talking about their teenage daughter, and their teenage daughter was rebellious. Or so they said, I'm not, So they came in and they said, my daughter needs this and needs that and this and that. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. That sounds like a thing we could definitely work on. Now tell me a little bit about you. Tell me about your marriage, how you guys met. Oh, no, we're not married. Okay, tell me more. I'd love to hear more, exploring, where do you guys meet and what culture are you from? And I love culture and I love exploring how this makes us who we are. And anyway, we got into this interesting conversation about how her family hated his family, and it was a Romeo and Juliet thing, basically. I mean, why? You know the story. So the families really were at war with each other because of what had happened in the past, and now the daughter was dating someone they didn't approve of. And as I talked to them and I said, how does couples therapy sound? Would that be an option that you guys would consider? Oh, no. Can you just hear it? We're fine. We're good. Really, we are. We're just here for her. Now, and this is what I hear, definitely not what they said, but this is what I hear. If we could just have you babysit her for an hour a week, I'm sure she's going to be fixed. Like, that's an expensive babysitter, if I don't mind me saying. But sure, we could work this out. The problem is that when we teach our children brokenness, and children are very resilient, they're very forgiving, and we should learn from them a lot. I have learned so much from my baby. They become healed faster than we do, and we bring them back into a family that still remains broken. And this is where I'm faced with an ethical dilemma. Do I or do I not? Do I go forward and tell this child that I'm here because she was brought to me? And the underlying message I'm giving her is, you are the problem. When I know professionally and for sure that she is not, and I ignore the root issue. To function is not equal to being perfect. It's actually not even equal to being traditional. We talk about the traditional family. We talk about the way things are supposed to be. We talk about normal, and interestingly enough, what is normal is no longer functional.